Hello there, I have a fabulous tip for you today using your washi tape stash and also your punches. So generally for this one you need to use a smaller one because we're going to match them up with the washi tape. So first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to get a selection of washi tape to match the colours inside your photo. Here's the ones that I've chosen. Now I've gone for pastel-y colours because I don't want to take too much colour away from my photo. So it's really important that when you're choosing your washi tape not to go with too many contrasting darker colours if you're using a coloured photo. If you're using a black and white photo, then lots of colour would be absolutely fine, but still keep the tone the same. I've got these out of a pack. They all came together, so the colours tend to match. I've got a gold theme going on because this day was a trip to an old gold mine. So I'm going to start layering these up along the top here, and I will fast forward this bit for you. Okay, so I have pretty much cut the edges straight, but don't worry too much about the bottom here because each of the bottom of those will be covered up. I've just left the top bits with the tags just showing there, so I can just show you. I'm just literally folding those over. They give it a cleaner look than trying to cut the edges and then cutting into the card and it getting a bit tricky. So I've got all of my washi tape downwards like that. I've tried to keep the gaps the same. Now just bearing in mind that you need to keep the gaps the distance of the size of your punch. So let me give you an example here. So I've got these hearts, and even then I've made it a little bit too small, but that should be okay. If you do them too close together, then these punch embellishments will overtake each other. So just bear that in mind when you're doing it. The other thing that you want to consider is when you're doing your ups and downs, I've done mine as varied as possible, but you also might want to consider where you're putting your photograph, okay? So if you're having it up here, then you might want to create a bit more of a swoop around the photo. It's about drawing your focus in to the photo. Okay, so now that I've done that, I'm going to get some corresponding cardstock here. And I'm just going to begin to start punching some holes, punching some hearts and some circles into these, and then positioning them on the bottom of each washi tape. So I just wanted to show you how this came up in its finished form. So I've added the pop-ups underneath those embellishments. I've also put a nice light, I think I used iced spruce distress ink around each of those embellishments, just really carefully, not too much that it goes onto the white, otherwise it does look a little bit dirty. And I have spaced these all so that I think that they work really well. We've got 3 darker colours in there. We're working with odd numbers always with embellishments, and I think that really works. And I just put the photograph quite flat against the background just to really bring in all of these colours. Now, the final thing just to mention is that I put a border, or I matted this photograph just to really help it blend in, because you've got a lot of colour and a lot of busyness up here, with some cardstock that matched, ironically, because they're from totally different shops, but matched the washi tape. And I really think that that helped blend it in. I've also moved the embellishments that were sitting behind these ones onto the photograph, and again, that really draws the eye in. Now I've added the time and the place and this title here, and I think that looks absolutely fabulous. I'm really happy with that. So an easy way to use up your washi tape: hole punch some embellishments, put your pop-up dots underneath. Now I just have to show you this little tip. With my pop-up dots, they're all finished, and so I'm using the in-between parts. Never throw anything away. There's, you know, that's just as much as a pop-up, even though it's not in a circle form. So I wanted to show you that as a little hack. So have some fun, and I look forward to seeing you next time.